Hello friends, in this video I will explain how to make a simple universal capacitive discharge ignition circuit or a CDI circuit, which can be used for all motorcycles, or two-wheelers, and also three-wheeler vehicles. Let us go step by step so that we can understand it easily. If you want to build this circuit at home for your own motorcycle, you will need to buy the following components. 160 ohm, 1 watt resistor. 100 ohm, 1 watt resistor. 31N 4007 diodes. 1 microfarad 400 volts PPC capacitor. 1 BT 151 SCR, Philips made. Next, you will need to assemble these parts over a neat-looking PCB, which would finally looks like this. Now, let us understand how the full circuit works. So here we have one simple CDI circuit which we can see using an SCR, few diodes, resistors, capacitor, and the ignition coil. This whole system works together to create one high-voltage spark at the plug each time the pickup coil gives a trigger pulse. Let's begin by understanding the charging section. We can see the alternator giving around 100 V to 200 V AC. That voltage first goes to D1 which rectifies it, and through D3 it charges the capacitor C1. So now C1 slowly gets filled with high DC voltage energy, almost equal to the alternator peak. The resistor R2 limits and smooths the charge process so that the SCR gate stays unaffected during the charging time. Now let's see how the trigger section works. Now we see the pickup coil. This coil sends a sharp plus 12 volts pulse each time the engine magnet passes near it. That pulse travels through R1 and goes straight to the gate of SCR1. So at that exact moment, the SCR1 becomes on because the gate gets forward biased. Next, comes the discharge section. Here's how it works. Once SCR1 is on, then the whole charge stored in C1 rushes through the SCR into the primary winding of the ignition coil. That sudden discharge creates a strong magnetic collapse inside the ignition coil core. Due to that, one huge voltage spike of around 20,000 volts appears at the secondary side of the coil which finally jumps across the spark plug gap as a blue spark. Now let us learn how the reset process happens. After the discharge, C1 becomes empty again, and SCR1 goes off automatically since there is no current left. Now the alternator again charges C1 through D1 and D3, and the full cycle keeps repeating for every pickup pulse. Now let us summarize the whole functioning. So D1 and D3 form the charging path, D2 passes trigger pulse, R1 and R2 control current to gate and charge, C1 stores high voltage, SCR1 releases that energy suddenly, and the ignition coil converts that pulse to thousands of volts. So finally that spark keeps your engine firing smoothly cycle after cycle. So friends, that concludes our explanation regarding how to build your own CDI circuit for all two- and three-wheeler vehicles. Thank you for watching.